Today I'm going to share with you a video tour of Game World. This is a retro video game store in Nixa, Missouri. And oh my gosh, I consider this to be one of the best retro video game stores in the state of Missouri. So we're going to check it out, and there is a lot of nostalgia, a lot of rare games. So let's check it out. Here we are, Nixa, Missouri. This store is actually kind of small, but my gosh, there's so much retro goodness here. I'm going to take you on a tour. I'm going to show you exactly what they have to offer. Now, this store, they specialize in retro video games, but they also have a newer selection of games for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch. Now, their handheld selection was amazing. They had literally anything you can think of. And there's some Game Gear games in here that I have never seen in a store before. They also have Neo Geo Pocket Color, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and any accessory you can think of. They had an excellent selection of TurboGrafx 16 games. Now, I do want to say one thing about this store. You are going to be paying full retail for games. They do accept trade, so you can take in your old games, your old systems, and get some store credit, or they'll even give you some cash. They had the Sega Pico system, and you're going to see a ton of games here in a second. Yeah, I saw the Pico over there, and I'm like, I gotta ask.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
Good Lord. Yeah, I have a complete box, but I've never seen it sealed.
Yeah.
Here's Earthbound complete in box. It was kind of cool to see this in a store. I've only seen this in a store one time. I used to have this box at one point in time, and my parents threw it away. Can you believe that? Next up, we have some Virtual Boy games, and that is Waterworld for $139.99. That's about what it's going for. Again, you're gonna have full retail prices. This is a retail store. They had a good selection of Game Boy titles, your more popular titles. I saw some Pokemon games in there, the Super Mario Land series, just to name a few. PlayStation long box titles. Oh my gosh. I would love to have a full set of long box PS1 games, and I was drooling over this section. I wish I could have picked a few of these titles up if I had a little extra money to burn. Just like any other retro video game store, they had some common NES titles, and you're going to see this in every single retro video game store. Their Sega Genesis collection was pretty decent, and the prices were pretty fair. Now, there's nothing here I'm going to pick up. Their Streets of Rage 3, I think I actually need that. I would love to find that complete in box for a good price. And yes, this is My Little Pony. It's the Sega Club game. I need that game. I need it complete in box. And I love hunting down Sega Genesis games because normally you find them complete in box. This next section, I love searching through it. You have 32X games, Sega Master System games, Sega CD, Sega Saturn, and Sega Dreamcast. So if you are a Sega fanboy like myself, man, you're gonna love searching through these titles. And I need to beef up my 32X collection. I only have about 10 games. I know there's only like 60 or so games for the entire system, but man, I would love to have a complete set someday. They had a ton of Sega CD and Sega Saturn games. I don't have the biggest Sega CD or Sega Saturn collection, and I'm always looking to add some more games to my collection. Now again, the prices are right at retail. I'm not going to add anything to my collection from the store, but it's always fun to look at their Sega Saturn games. Oh my gosh, I love Sega Saturn. I have such a nostalgia for it. And they actually had a game I was looking for a long time, Mr. Bones. I'm not going to pay that price for that game. I can wait. I can try to find it somewhere else. thrift store, pawn shop, garage sale, etc. Gun Griffin, I have a little bit of nostalgia for, and I think I own it. Now, their second Dreamcast collection was pretty good, Skies of Arcadia. They actually had 2 copies of it, oddly enough. And just looking through their Dreamcast games, oh man, $9.99 forever.
Bunch of games. They found like Sapphire, Game Boy through Game Boy Advance, all brand new sealed stuff. And then they took a video of themselves opening it and playing it for the first time. Because they didn't realize, they didn't really know about the actual worth of this stuff. They thought it was just kind of cool.
Are they on YouTube?
No, they just happened to show the video to my boss when he bought it from him.
Did he cringe?
He was like, "You shouldn't have opened that." Like, he was like, "I can't believe you opened it," because I think they said that they bought a lot of stuff for like $200 from this lady, and it was thousands of dollars worth of sealed stuff.
My lord!
And like they opened up like half of it.
There's a Nomad down there. How much you got on the Nomad? Next, we have some JRPGs, PlayStation 1 titles. Kind of harder to find PlayStation 1 titles. And I need that Ogre Battle. They also have a Sega CD CDX system. I would love to have one of those one day. Oh my gosh. Some N64 heavy hitters. I'm so glad I'm done with my collection. And I don't have to worry about paying $500 for one game. They had a good selection of N64 titles. So if you're on the hunt for some Nintendo 64 games, they're going to have them more than likely. And they also had a very good collection of just odds and ends. There's Home Improvement there on the Super Nintendo. And I almost pulled the trigger on that one, because I never see that. I never see it complete in box, and it was complete in box. This was probably my favorite thing in this store to see. They have a ton of heavy hitters, a lot of rare Super Nintendo games, but oh my gosh, they had not for resale Super Nintendo games. And it's just so cool to see that many in one place. I'll probably take that Ken Griffey one.
Which one?
Right there, the Ken Griffey Jr. one.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. I hate to be a cheapskate, but...
Oh no, you're good, man. It's pretty cool.
I don't think I've ever had a game store play my video before, so I gotta document this.
You're good. Gold in here not too long ago also.
That's insane.
You see all the Fantastic series we have down there?
Yeah. This is rockin'. This is an arcade token from an Atari arcade from the 1980s.
If you were like through their like Nintendo or Club Nintendo. What was before Club Nintendo?
Well, it was Nintendo Power. It was Club Nintendo, then Nintendo Power.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now it's My Nintendo.
Oh, you mean the rewards program?
The rewards
yeah.
program. I was trying to think of what the first one was called, because it's called My Nintendo now.
Nintendo Club, maybe? I don't
remember.
Some harder to find NES games, NES titles, and oh man, just looking at this case, you know, like Bucky O'Hare, I need that one. Color a Dinosaur, I need that one. Fire and Ice, I need that one. And I'm only like 100 shy of a complete NES collection, and I'm never going to complete the collection just because of how expensive these games have gotten. Telegames.
That's one of the ones that I was talking about that we had loose, and he bought the box online because we had it in the case over there for like $40. Buy stuff for us, and we usually give them a little more, like 50%. So that's another thing. If you do come in here with thousands of dollars worth of games, you may talk to him and he'll give you a little bit better deal. People who like come in here and they spend quite a bit of money, like a couple thousand, probably a month.
A month?
Yeah.
Wow.
And like they'll be like, "Can I open this up?" And I'm like, "Dude, yeah, you go ahead and open it up if you want. Look at the manual and stuff, but you rip it, you're buying."
So if I went like this right now, it'd be mine.
Like that one too. That's not complete, so he's not selling it. But there's like one guy who comes in here all the time about those lunch boxes, and I'm like, man, he still doesn't want to sell them. Can't help you. But the box looks pretty official.
Oh, this is for the Atari 2600?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, it's compatible.
So I wonder what all it works with.
I'm not that big of a Batman fan,
I'm
but
not
it's still
really.
cool.
I'd be surprised if we sell it anytime soon.
It's more of a curiosity thing.
Walk around long enough, you'll see something else that's super cool. Yeah, like this one right here. The Lunar.
Yeah, I have that complete. I have Lunar 1 and 2. I think it's Lunar.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Einhander, that's a good one. That was probably the coolest store I've ever been in. Like, legit. And like the coolest stuff I've ever seen. Now it's at full retail, but oh my gosh, I've never seen anything like that in a store. So cool. Here in Nixa, Missouri. So I definitely got some really, really cool stuff. I got this Donkey Kong 64 car that's going to go on my Nintendo 64 shelf. I've never seen this before, and for that price, I could not pass it up. I've seen this before. This is a Super Mario Brothers like cup holder, and it's vintage. Now, it doesn't have the original cups or anything, but it's in really good shape, and I could not pass that up. Going on my Mario shelf. This, I've never seen this before. It's just a little Smash Brothers coin. Now, this is probably the find for me. This is a token from an Atari arcade. And my gosh, this is the coolest thing that I bought in a long time. And then on top of that, I saw a lot of these not for resale games. This is my first one that I've ever bought. And for $30, why not? And there were a ton of these not for resale games in there. And they know what they have. And I am not going for a complete set of these not for resale games. Oh my goodness, that store was amazing. I recommend it. Game World in Nixa, Missouri. You've got to go if you're in that area. Expect to pay a little bit of money, but my gosh, they have some really, really cool items. So there you have it. There's my tour of Game World in Nixa, Missouri. That store was absolutely amazing. I've never seen that amount of rare video games in that size of a store. My gosh, they had such a great inventory, but their prices were high. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to subscribe, like, share this video, and please drop a comment down below. Thanks for watching.